Hello, and welcome to the Slide, Glide, and Sculpt, the Total Gym Circuit Training Innovation. I'm so excited to welcome you to this webinar and discuss one of the cornerstones of the gym, strength training, group fitness, and all of those fun things. My name is Rebecca Vopel, and today we're going to look at the Elevate circuit and how it can transform your Group X schedule and add value to your strength training and cardio equipment. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. This is an on-demand webinar, so feel free to pause, take breaks, take notes, or rewind and revisit anything at any point in time. So today, here's a brief overview of what we're going to be discussing and going over during our time together. I have it outlined in 5 different sections, and we do have a fun demo at the end. So we're going to go through circuit training, what the stations are, what our classes could look like on the schedule, what some of those fusion classes could look like, and of course, how to attract that boutique fitness crowd and what that looks like in your space. So really quick, before we jump into all of that good stuff, Total Gym has been around since the 1980s. It started as a company mainly focused on home consumers, and I'm sure you're familiar with us from some of those QVC commercials back in the day. And we were very prominent in that space and physical therapy spaces, but we have evolved into a full service commercial equipment brand from single station pieces, which is what we are going to discuss today. And our signature Gravity program, we offer a full suite of products designed to give your members and clients the best workout experience. Now, a little bit about me. I am a former professional ballerina, and movement has always been something I'm passionate about. It's been ingrained in my body since a very young age. So I've been in the fitness space for almost 10 years now. My first foray into fitness, like most of us, was a group fitness certification. I began teaching bar and found myself wanting to choreograph and do more in the fitness industry. So I came on board at Soul Body Fitness back in 2017 and have been choreographing for one of our programs ever since. Our programs are distributed all over the world to group fitness instructors. So I've got a lot of feedback from them over the years, and I'm excited to share it with you today. I'm also a Total Gym Master Trainer and Director of Group Exercise here at Total Gym. And I've been leading small group training classes on our Total Gym in Compass, which we'll talk about a little bit later as well, at a big box gym and racket facility here in Baltimore, Maryland. Our Total Gym Gravity program, though, has been thriving since 2009. At Total Gym, my main focus is to help gyms procure the best workout equipment on the market to provide the best workout experience for their members and their clients. I use my background, my love of movement, and my experience leading both large and small group training classes to help other gyms and studios successfully implement, launch, and maintain awesome programming in their spaces. So like any fitness class, today we're going to go through the why of why we're here and what we're tuning into today. So we are here because we want to create long-lasting fitness experiences that elevate the consumer journey in our spaces. We do that by building community, having members make friends and connections from the gym, holding them accountable for maintaining class consistency. We also do that by retaining members. We know member retention is key. So with things like Pilates surging and circuit training and strength training, you want to make sure that you're giving your members the classes that they want and that they're asking for. Boutique studios can sometimes be a little bit more nimble than some of us can be in the big box gym space. So we want to ensure that we're leveling up with them and making sure that we're competitive with the offerings that they have in their boutique spaces. Attendance and engagement in classes is crucial. So just because something has been on your schedule for a long time doesn't mean it's working. So I want you to think about today what you can reassess, what you can shift to make sure you're maximizing the benefits of both your Group X schedule, your small group training schedule, and your strength training floor. I also want you to keep in mind what your brand identity is. Signature programs and classes and adopting already established programs like Gravity, also they help systematize what you're providing your members. So it facilitates consistency and keeps the engagement really, really high. So let's talk about circuit training. Circuit training is such a powerful tool for any gym. First, it's incredibly efficient. In today's busy world, people want to maximize their workout time. Circuit training delivers a full body workout in some instances in strength, cardio, and endurance all in one session. So this means more results in less time, which is a huge draw for members. Second, it's versatile. You can modify circuit training to suit all fitness levels. So this makes it inclusive and appealing to a wider range of members. Think about it. You can offer beginner circuits, circuits. I like that little combo, circuit and workout. Beginner circuits, intermediate circuits, and even advanced circuits, all within the same class format. So you can get a lot of different fitness levels all in one space. Number 3, it's engaging. The constant movement and variety of exercises keeps members from getting bored. This translates to a better adherence and happier members who are more likely to stick with their fitness routines. Happier members means repeat business and positive word of mouth for your gym, which we all know is so key. Number 4, it is scalable. You can pack a lot of people into a circuit training class, right? Especially if you have a lot of equipment. You can have different people on different pieces using different pieces of equipment and bands and all different types of things to make a class really fun and energetic. Because you can use minimal equipment too, you can incorporate things like body weight exercise, which can be very cost effective when you're thinking about making a financial investment into new equipment. Finally, it builds community. Let's be honest, the energy of a circuit training class is contagious. People motivate each other, they create a sense of camaraderie and support, and it fosters a positive gym environment, encouraging members to come back for more. So if you're looking for a workout format to incorporate in your space that's efficient, versatile, engaging, scalable, and community-driven, look no further than circuit training. So how does this apply to our total gym world? Let me introduce you to the Elevate Circuit and Elevate Super Circuit. These pieces are game changers for gyms. It's a unique selling proposition. In a market saturated with treadmills and ellipticals, the Elevate Circuit offers something truly different. It's a novel and exciting workout experience that will attract new members and keep existing ones engaged. Like we talked about, the versatility of circuit training also applies to our stations here. We cater to a wide range of fitness levels and their various goals. So whether it's someone just starting their journey or a seasoned athlete, they can benefit from the Elevate's diverse exercise options. It's a valuable asset for attracting and retaining a diverse membership base. This is very space efficient too, and we're going to see this in real life a little bit later in our presentation. But just know there's going to be multiple workout stations on multiple levels that can allow you to offer a comprehensive training experience without sacrificing valuable floor space. We know that your gym layout is crucial for maximizing your profitability. It's also super instructor friendly. It's very easy to learn how to use these pieces and teach these classes. Coming from the group fitness background myself, learning how to maneuver equipment was not very easy, but I will say learning how to maneuver this equipment was super simple. And that is key when you're thinking about programming your classes. It's also results driven and aesthetically pleasing. So all of our pieces are combining strength, cardio, and functional training, which leads to improved muscle strength, endurance, and overall fitness. And it's aesthetically pleasing. Look how sleek that black design is. I love how it looks on the strength training floor. It creates a visually appealing environment that's both welcoming and attractive to your members. So here are the breakdown of our pieces. We have the core, the row, pull up, jump, and press. The core, I would say, is the heart of our circuit. It utilizes the iconic Total Gym glide board, allowing for smooth, low-impact movement that builds strength, improves flexibility, and builds core stability. It is our most widely used piece. It's super intuitive. It's super efficient. Everybody loves this piece. As soon as they hop on it, they feel it right away. Next, we're going to move over to the row, which is a really powerful tool. It's a little bit different than the rowers you're probably used to. It improves posture, it strengthens the back, but you can also use it in ways that you wouldn't normally use a regular rower. So for example, if I just want to work my legs, I can do that on this rower. If I just want to work my arms, I can do this on this rower. So it really takes the rower from just that fluid rowing movement, which of course you can do here, but you can make it a strength training tool as well, which is super unique. The pull-up, which is one of my favorites. I know I'm biased, but I have been that girl in the gym trying to hop up onto the bar, wrap all the bands around my feet, and it's just not inviting, especially for someone who is not comfortable in the gym environment. This piece makes it really simple for you to use the correct muscles while you're doing a pull-up, but also it takes that fear out of the pull-up a little bit. It makes it a little bit more inviting, and there are multiple different levels. So if for some reason I hop on, I need to take it down or up, it's very easy for me to adjust. And I'm going to show you how to adjust the equipment in a moment. The jump is one of my favorite pieces for athletes, both seasoned athletes and the athlete who wants to play pickleball and tennis and golf into aging. It is a leg press machine, but you can also do plyometrics on it. So it's designed to develop your quad strength, hamstrings, glutes, and it's a fantastic option for all fitness levels. The last piece here on my bottom right is the press. And this is a little unique. It's in that inverted position. So I will say it's not for everyone or for every space, but if you are looking for a way to really enhance that shoulder work, chest, biceps, triceps, this is a fabulous piece of equipment. So let's talk about how you can design your class schedule and how you can really build out the circuit training. Imagine your circuit training program that's not only incredibly effective, but also utilizes minimal amount of space. We talked about how important space is. So when you think about the Elevate circuit, it's a small footprint when you really think about it and break it down. But it's not just about space saving. It is about creating that dynamic and engaging workout experience. So as we talked about, we offer a wide range of pieces of equipment. And what's really nice about it is that you can change up the exercises on each piece of equipment. And once the members know how to work out on it, they know what they're going to get. They know how consistent that core movement is going to feel, but you can change it up. On this core piece, you can put those feet onto the floor behind you, put those hands onto that signature glide board and move that way. You can take it into a twisting motion. So there are a million different ways that you can use this equipment to really build those classes. Also, keep in mind with your circuit training, you can also increase revenue. So when you offer Elevate classes, you can offer them on your group exercise schedule, which I highly recommend. But if you offer a small group training class, this takes it into a more premium experience, creating that additional revenue stream for your gym. And because these classes are space efficient, you can accommodate more participants, maximizing your profitability. It also differentiates your gym. Not everybody offers these circuit training classes. So in a competitive market, it's really essential to stand out, and offering a unique selling proposition like this is super important. And then I'm going to touch on that community building one more time. So creating the Elevate circuit training classes, it fosters that camaraderie and support among members. So it makes them feel welcome. It increases that member retention. And we all know how important word of mouth is when it comes to retaining members and adding those new members. So it's a win-win for you and your gyms and your members. Now, my friend here on the screen is going to walk us through a little bit of a mini circuit. So as he's doing that, I'm going to talk about how we can build a sample class. So let's say we have a 45-minute class. For my warm-up, I'm going to do 5 to 7 minutes of dynamic full body movements. Typically, I'm doing this off of my machines. I'm doing things like inchworms, air squats, maybe some mini band work, arm circles, hip rolls, anything that's super dynamic to get my heart rate elevated, get my classes and all of us warm and ready to go. So they are ready to perform these strength training movements or cardio movements on our pieces. For my next 10 minutes, I'm going to dive into some lower body work. So this might be doing things like on the jump, isolating some of my leg muscles on the rower, maybe doing some plank knee pulls like our gentleman is right here on the screen for a little bit of core activation here as well. There's a number of exercises you can do. Then I'm going to take it into 10 minutes of upper body. So maybe I'm going to isolate just my biceps on the row. Maybe I'm going to add some plyometrics in there. I'm definitely going to make use of my press and my pull-up. And maybe I'm going to throw some Encompass exercises there as well. He is not using our Encompass today, but you can also incorporate many of the Encompass exercises in this Elevate circuit as well. For my final 10 minutes of work, I'm going to do some core work, and maybe I'm even going to throw some cardio in there as well. So I'm definitely going to get back on that core machine. Maybe I'm going to do some stuff on the floor as well to make a nice rotation. So that is just a simple way that I can build that 45-minute class out in a quick and easy template, always including that cool down and stretch at the end. Now, some other sample class ideas that you can incorporate are upper body burnout, core, lower body focus, strength, cardio, or even a recovery, which I think is super duper fun, which leads us into our next discussion, which is fusion classes. One of my very favorite ways to incorporate different pieces of equipment, but also different classes. So if you have someone who always comes to your strength classes, but they very rarely make their way into a yoga class, this is how you're going to do that, to cross promote your different classes to get that low hanging fruit from one class into the next class. So think about how amazing it could be if we incorporate the Encompass or maybe even Pilates into some of our strength training Elevate circuit classes. The flexibility and fluid movements from one piece to the next just really allow a nice, easy, smooth transition from one piece to the next. So you can take those transitions and make them really easy. So the magic can happen when you seamlessly blend these machines into your circuit classes. So for example, you could start with a really high energy cardio burst on the Elevate rower, for example. Get my heart rate pumping, get, everything moving and grooving. That rower is a full body workout. From here, maybe then I take it into a core exercise. So that could be some of my folks are on the core machine, maybe some are holding a plank, maybe some are in all fours doing some bird dog. And then finally, then I can take my class or my circuit onto the Elevate Encompass. And this way I can maybe get some stretch. I can get some upper body work in here. There are endless possibilities. I hope you can feel that in my enthusiasm and my passion as I talk about this today. This is the kind of stuff that really excites me for your spaces because the possibilities are endless and the customization is endless. So what I mean by that is if you have a unique space or if you have something that makes your gym extra special. So I'll use the gym that I teach at as an example. I think I mentioned we're a racket facility. So we have squash, pickleball, tennis, and let's be honest, a lot of that demographic likes to golf too. So those are the sports that they like to play. When I build my Elevate classes out, there are classes that I fully label like elevate your golf game, and we're going to build our whole circuit around it. There are not a lot of gyms in my area in Baltimore that have classes specifically designed for golfers. So that makes my space super unique, and it's a huge draw for that population that wants to come in and get a great workout. Same thing with my tennis population. I'm going to say here's my tennis warm up. We were having a lot of injuries back when pickleball started to gain popularity in tennis and both pickleball. People weren't warming up. So I did a 10-minute warm up on my Elevate circuit. It was quick, it was effective, and our injuries went down. So that means people are coming into the gym more. They're utilizing our space more. They're telling their friends about it more. So it was a win-win-win for everybody. And oh, by the way, it kept our members healthier longer because they were actually warming up. But think about some ways that you can customize these things that make your gym unique. And how can you incorporate that into these classes? Is there something that you have in your demographic? It might not be tennis or pickleball, but there is something that makes your demographic unique. How can you cater to them when you're building out these classes, both your fusion classes and your group exercise classes? So last, I want to talk about the boutique fitness boom. After this, we're going to demo some of our pieces together, which I'm super excited about. So people are flocking to these studios for personalized attention, high energy atmosphere, and results-driven workout. You can capture this boutique fitness market in your space as well. So with the Total Gym Advantage, boutique fitness can focus on that single modality, but the way that you can take the Total Gym Advantage and make it work for you is that you can offer versatility. So you can take that boutique crowd and say, yeah, we also have Pilates classes here on the Total Gym Encompass, but we also offer circuit training classes that are similar to that F45 class you took one time and really liked. So you have the ability to be nimble here. You have the ability to offer a multitude of classes that the boutique fitness space can't always offer. So keep that in mind. These are some of our amazing studios all around the world. On my bottom left, they have the Elevate circuit right there. You can see the jump, the core, and the rower off to the side. Right on my number 2 spot is a Gravity Studio space in Virginia. And right in the middle, we've got Mexico City, Mexico. They have a gorgeous outside space. I wish we could have that in Baltimore, but it's a little chilly. So we can't always have that. But I love how they incorporated the Encompass, two Encompasses actually. And then you'll see the Encompass set up at the bottom in a bit of a higher space to really make that circuit workout all encompassing. And again, it's outside. Who doesn't love to work out outside? On my bottom right is a space in Los Angeles, California. This is a Pilates studio, and they base their entire business on our gravity system. It's super effective. They have been in business for years, thriving. So I know you're going to ask me, Becca, what is the footprint of all of this? So here are two outlines of a 10 by 20 and an 11 by 21 space. My top left is my 10 by 20. This image does not include the Encompass. The bottom right on my 11 by 21 space does include the Encompass. So keep that in mind, when you're thinking about your space, what you have to work with, what you want to shift around to make this work. These are going to be your two designs and your two kind of blueprints. Now, they don't all have to be in a line like we have them set up right here. They can be facing in towards each other. This is just kind of to give you an idea of what that looks like. So now I want to take a closer look at a few of our stations. We're going to walk through the row, the core, the Encompass, and the pull-up. All right, so let's demo some of our pieces from our Elevate circuit and Elevate Super circuit together. Starting with our core, it's one of my favorites, and it's one of your favorites too. One of my all-time best things to put in a workout, and something that all of my clients love, from group classes to personal training sessions, is the core machine. Now, it's going to be really easy to lift and lower, but I want to talk to you about the different resistance levels that we have before we hop on and demo. So we have 1 through 6 on our core machine. The lower levels are going to be designed so you can focus on higher reps, finding your form, and maybe some cardio. Your higher resistance levels, so maybe somewhere you're 5, you're 6, you're all the way up high, that is going to be where you want to focus on that strength training, really building muscles, supersetting those reps. So let's hop on it. I have mine all the way up on a 6. So I'm going to start off on the knees on my knee pad. Elbows are going to be onto the top elbow pad, pulling those knees up and down. Now, if I decide I want a little bit more, I can take my toes onto that foot pad and find that straight knee lift. Now, if I want to modify this even more than that, I can always bring my hands onto the hand pad and make it a little bit more stable with my feet on the floor. Now, if I'm in the movement and I'm like, I really need a little bit less here, all you're going to do is lift up on those rails, push in on that yellow bar, and it's gently going to lower. Super simple, no danger for those nails or fingers, and it easily comes down. Coming over to our pull-up, this moves the same way to lift and lower. I'm going to lift this one up a little bit, just grabbing onto those rails to rise. Now, the pull-up is one of my favorite pieces of equipment, especially being a woman who pull-ups are hard. I have done pull-ups with no band. I've done them in the middle of the gym with the band around my feet. I have done them on this piece of equipment. And let me tell you, this piece of equipment makes my form stay in check every time. I can't cheat. It protects my back. It makes me work my core, and it makes me use the right muscles when I'm doing that pull-up. So we're going to lay down on our stomach in a prone position. Hands are going to come onto those handlebars, and we're going to get right into it. Now, the beautiful thing about this piece of equipment is you can easily move between underhand grip, overhand grip, and even those plyometrics. All right, and the same rules apply for lifting and lowering here. Very simple. We're just going to pull up on those rails a little bit, push in on that yellow tab, and gently lower down. Very easy. Such a wonderful piece to put into any workout, especially in those circuit training workouts. Have you ever seen someone trying to move through a workout quickly and they're trying to get the band around their feet and they've got it all tangled and they can't even figure out what to do next? Eliminate that. Eliminate that confusion. Eliminate that fear. This is your solution. All right. As a bar, Pilates, and yoga instructor, I'm not supposed to like rowing. My bread and butter are low impact workouts, but there is something about this rower that just makes working out so fun. So the incline, again, you're going to take that resistance up for a little bit more of an intense workout. Now, this is not like your regular rower. Why? We can jump. we can even twist on this piece without skipping a beat. Yeah, super simple to go from one move to the other. I mean, I am just thinking about all of the fun ways that we can work out on this piece in a class. So we can take it wide grip. We can move into that twist. We can take it really smooth and dig deep. There are so many different things you can do with this piece of equipment. It lifts and lowers the exact same way you're used to on all of our other Elevate pieces. Lift the rails, push in on that yellow bar, and it's going to lower down. Now, I want to show you one surprising thing you can do on this. So on your Concept 2 rowers or your regular rowers that you have, they are flat. You can't do this on it. I'm going to put my feet down on my bottom foot bars. My heels are on the back, and I'm going to let that handlebar kind of go from that safety net. Now, I'm moving right into a deadlift. So think about all of the ways that you can build programming in your classes. You can do a lower body circuit just on this. You can do an upper body circuit just on this. But again, imagine the layers you can have in your strength training space if you had these pieces. Now, finally, in our Elevate Super circuit, we add the Encompass in, our signature piece. You know it, you love it. There are a million different ways we can set this up for a fun workout. In this setting, I'm going to attach my hand pulleys, and I'm going to get into some upper body work. Just to round out my workout, I would like to do some chest flies here. Seems like a nice way to round it out. So if I'm setting up my class or setting them up in a super circuit, this is going to be their chest fly station. Feet right out in front of them, and we're getting right into it. But you can set up this Encompass so many different ways. It doesn't have to be in one movement. It could even be in a movement combo, which my clients know me, they know I love a combo. So maybe I would even set them up in a chest fly and then an overhead tricep extension, which is going to work the core and the back too because of the incline that this Encompass is on. So now you can see how we can get an amazing and well-rounded workout all using the Elevate Super Circuit and Elevate Circuit. All right, that brings us to the end of our webinar, Slide, Glide, and Sculpt, the Total Gym Circuit Training Innovation. I really hope you're as excited as I am about the potential of the Elevate Circus to transform your group fitness offerings and attract the boutique fitness crowd. We've explored the dynamic movements, the versatility of the equipment, and the power of circuit training to deliver exceptional results. Remember, this isn't just about adding another piece of equipment. It's about creating a unique and engaging experience that keeps members coming back for more. That is what it's all about. It's about maximizing your space, boosting your revenue, and building a thriving fitness community. Now, if you're ready to take your gym to the next level, I am here to help you every single step of the way. To learn more about how you can purchase and implement the Elevate circuit into your space, let's discuss some customized solutions for your specific needs. I encourage you to book a call with me. You can find the link to schedule right here. I'll also be sending out a follow-up email. So if you want to check in with me, we can do that super simply. Don't miss the opportunity to revolutionize your fitness classes and unlock the full potential of your gym. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.